Okay, we have just come out of closed session regarding the Board of Equalization meeting on this 20th of May. And now we will move, if I'm correct, Stephen, to a vote on the recommendations.
Correct, Commissioner. There's an application for an exemption for a basis. The application was received and reviewed by the Commission previously, or by the Board of Equalization previously when the Board of Equalization was in session. That meeting was held and conducted with the presence of the applicant, and the Commission reviewed the application. The Board of Equalization now has come out of a closed session that was utilized for the quasi-judicial capacity of considering that application. Chairman, I think now we have had time to review that, and if there's a motion, the Board of Equalization could choose to either approve it for exemption or decline the application for the basis for exemption. And then whatever a decision would be made, we'd want to make sure that that document is eventually added to the notes.
Okay, I have Commissioner Hadler.
Yeah, when I make the motion, Stephen, do I have to read the reasons from our decision? Okay.
It would be cleanest because sometimes it's hard to make sure that the video tracks with the agenda, and on YouTube it's really hard to connect those two items. So it'd be preferable if you'd be willing.
I would make a motion to approve the Community Rebuilds tax exemption request for the following reasons. The reason number one, the organization is a 501c3 nonprofit organization whose mission it is to teach students to build energy efficient housing, provide education on sustainability, improve housing conditions of the workforce through an affordable program. Reason number two, more specifically, the organization has graduated more than 650 students and constructed 76 homes. We go right from reason two to reason four. So I'll rename it reason three. The organization is entirely funded by federal grants and local donations. Reason four, in 2019, the organization purchased and now owns two parcels of the real property known as 140 and 150 South 200 East, Moab, Utah, 84532. Also known as, quote, the properties, unquote. A 4-unit building is located at 140 South and 200 East, and 2 dwellings, a bunkhouse and a cottage, are located at 150 South, 200 East, along with yard space the organization uses for its programs. The properties include 3 student housing units comprising a total of 20 bedrooms. So number 5, the organization offers all of its services free of charge to both students and homeowners. Reason number 6, the organization's curriculum is comprehensive and covers each stage of the sustainable building process and includes hands-on skills at building sites. Reason number 7, educational programming is the foundation of the Affordable Home Program offered by the organization. Based on these statements of fact, the board makes the following conclusions of law. Utah statute 59-2-1101 and 1102, and the Utah Constitution, Article 13, Section 3 require that property held by a nonprofit organization that is used exclusively for religious, charitable, or educational purposes be exempt from taxation. And Utah Statute 59-2-1101C1 defines educational purposes as purposes carried on by an educational organization that normally A, maintains a regular facility and curriculum, and B, has a regularly enrolled body of pupils and students. Also, because it is just and equitable that every species of property within the state should bear its equal proportion of the burdens of government, the burden is upon the applicant to show that its exclusive charitable use falls within the exemption. Parker versus Quinn, 64, page 961 of Utah 1901. Said another way, the presumption is against tax exemption unless a sufficient religious, charitable, or educational use is proven by the applicant. And that cites Friendship Manor Corp. Versus Tax Commission, 487, page 2D, 1272, 1279, Utah, 1971. Also here, the organization has proven its use of the property meets the requirements of Utah Statute 59-2-1101. C1 and both A and B. And finally, considering these statements of fact and conclusion of law, the Board of Equalization issues the following decision. The organization has established that the use of the property meets the criteria established by Utah statute as an educational use pursuant to Utah statute 59-2-1101 and 1102. And finally, the tax exemption request of the organization is hereby granted by the unanimous vote of the Grand County Board of Equalization at a public meeting on May 20th, 2025.
I'll second. Okay, motion by Commissioner Hadler and read and seconded by Commissioner Martinez. All in favor of this exemption? And that passes unanimously. It stands as written. Mr. Stocks.
Thank you, commissioners. That decision will be uploaded to the packet. It'll be provided a copy to the applicant as well. And I think that's all of the business that the Board of Equalization had today.
Okay, with that, I will close this Board of Equalization meeting at 3:32, and we will go into recess until 4 o'clock.